Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Sasha. Today's practice is very special. I really enjoyed prepping for it, and the reason why I enjoyed prepping for it is because it's all about expression. So take a moment and throw your arms up and say, yay! Just, like we're so used to being kind of put in line and put in boxes, in cars and in rooms and in roles and in jobs and we're like, ugh. And when we're in our body was meant to open and express and fill. And today will be about filling the spaces in our body, just occupying and living in all the rooms and all the spaces in our body. And just to share with you a definition of expression that I heard, and this is how it goes. It goes, an expression is an indication of feeling, spirit, or character. So think about that when you are expressing your body, how it's indicating, it's showing, this is my character, this is what I'm about, this is where my spirit is flowing, is going, you get me, right? So yes, let's express ourselves fully the realest way. Step to the front of your mat and draw a big circle around your head, and then draw your hands together through the midline. One more time. Raise your arms up overhead. Take a deep breath. Gaze at your palms as you come down, and then continue to fold your body, upper body over the lower body, hinging from the hips. Drop your hands down to the mat. Good. Bring your hands to your shins, and inhale, lift the crown of your head, and tone your glutes. Make sure your legs are active. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, and either walk or jump back into a plank position. Roll your shoulders over your wrists and press your heels back. Remember, we were working on this. Yogi hands, press through the knuckles. Push the back ribs up. Fantastic. Two ways to go here. You can bring your knees down to the mat to modify. Okay, so you can tuck them down here. Or you can take a full chaturanga, bending the elbows, bringing your elbow creases by your side ribs. Slowly lower it down to the ground. We're going to do this step by step. And rolling your shoulders on your back. Inhale. Press your upper body off the mat. Make sure your pubic bone is on the floor and you're pointing your toes straight back. Tailbone long. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the chin. Come up into a tabletop. Continue that towards a child's pose, and then walk your hands in. Curl your toes. Inhale and exhale. Lift up. Fantastic. There's your downward dog. Press your heels down and lift your sitting bones off the crown of your head. Good work, everyone. Your left leg is going to become your stabilizing leg, so make sure the quad is tight. Draw the right leg up. Remember, we practiced this in the last session. Gaze beneath your arm, bend your knee, and then roll your right hip above your left and come into a three-legged downward dog. I know this is very, very big, but you are huge, and you are able. Take a deep breath and fill your whole body with breath, and then twist. Look for a deeper expression. This is all about filling up the space. Roll your right hip back in. Keep your knee bent, and then find your way to bring your foot between your hands. You can take a few steps, or you can just bring it all the way through if that's accessible to you. We're in a lunge here. Pulling the crown of our head forward and toning the belly. We're going to flip our left heel down, and we're going to swivel our arms up. The back of our left hand is on the back of the left thigh, and our right arm is going to move up. Take a deep breath, and then fold back. Keep pressing your right heel into the mat, and notice how your body is sparkling, is charged with energy. And as you breathe, you increase that energy, and that energy becomes warm and alive within the body. Drop the chin, and then place your right hand directly in front of your right shoulder, and place your left hand directly in front of your right shoulder, and then gaze over your right hand as you drop deeper into a warrior two pose. Express yourself. Move the energy through the body, and notice how the breath is fueling the action. To come into a side angle stretch, you can bend your elbow and place your forearm in the middle of your thigh. If you would like to take it a notch deeper, you can place your hand on the inner side of your right foot. Or if you're advanced in this pose and you'd like to take it a little deeper, bring your right hand outside your right foot, and then stretch and reach your left hand over your head. Now your shoulder blades are going to want to move up, so control them. And then express the left side line. Left foot to left hip to left shoulder to left fingertips, and create an endless line. Infinity. Infinity, 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 infinity. Good job. Good. Now we're going to swivel the left foot back. Drop your left hand down to the mat. Find that stability. And then place your hands flat on the floor. And get ready. Push back up to downward dog. I'm going to say that if you want to take a child's pose here and that's what you're looking to do, then feel free. Let's go for a walk. Go for a walk and unravel any tension. I can suggest you continue to twist your spine to bring your spine into a deeper expression of its abilities. Good. And now we're going to press back, gaze under our left shoulder, lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, and then curl the left hip over the right, and this is going to open up our hips to the left. Press the right heel down and press equally into both hands. This is the challenge, to stay centered. Center through your breath. Roll to the left. Your rib cage, your tailbone, your gaze. Very good. Lean back if it's possible. Long tailbone, and then flip back to center. Draw your knee into your belly and find your way to bring your left foot between your hands. Good. Gaze forward and center. For us to express, we have to come back to home base and say, okay, this is where I'm lifting off from, and then take off. Swivel your right heel down to the floor. Bring your right hand to the back of the right thigh and lift your left hand up. Gaze towards the ceiling, and then you can take it a notch deeper. Dropping into your hips. Make sure to zip your lower belly up. And reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Good. Reach, reach, reach for the sky. And then let's find our focus. Take your hair out of your eyes if that happens to you. The hair. Okay, long straight line. Gaze over your right hand. Your left hand. Gaze over your left hand. This is your left hand, right? Good. And now feel your pelvis opening, like you're spreading out a fan, so that way you know that you're working your adductors, which is, I see that as a big deal because the adductor muscles are not usually targeted in other forms of physical exercise, and they are extremely, extremely vital to the stability of the hips. Good. Warrior 2. Deep breath in. Extended side ankle, choose from the menu. 1, 2, 3, reach. Good, press the right heel down. That infinite line, the movement is endless. Your capacity to root through your foot, your capacity to lift through your hands. Feel how your body is able. Infinite and able. Infinite and able, reach, fantastic. Press, you're gonna bring your right arm down to the mat, swivel your right foot in, and then press back into plank. Holding plank here, very good. Bend your knee and reach back. Good, bring your knee back in towards your center, and switch. Again, bend your left knee in, reach your left foot up, like you want to touch the ceiling, and then bring the left knee back in. Good, press back into plank, and we're gonna drop our knees. Find your way to move yourself into a seated position. Let's face the long side of our mat for that. Ready? Okie dokie. Good. Take your 2 fingers and pull your big toes. This should feel interesting. Press your feet together and pull up into a butterfly position. Good. Feel your knees reaching to either side and the crown of your head moving up. So we're really nice and active here, and we feel like, oh my God, I've never done butterfly like this before. You haven't. This is the first time we've been so expressive in our movement. Take your hands behind your back, lean back. Okay, lean your weight into your hands and bend your elbows. We're going to draw the knees in and then kick out our arms to the side into a V shape. Good. Cross your ankles, lean back, and then spread. Create a nice V shape. Good, fantastic. Let your thighs drop. You get a good stretch, open chain, pull the belly in, and then bring the feet together and press the toes down. Good. We're going to rock forward slightly. Again, we're going to be on our hands, shifting our weight forward and pressing all 10 fingers into the mat. This is going to open our heart and expose us to the elements, but we're all keen on that. That's fine for us. Pressing into our hands and feet equally, dropping the tailbone towards the floor. Now ready, shine your heart out, shine your belly out, express your full ability. This is reverse tabletop. Breathe through your chest. You can play with your head. Some people really like to drop the head back. Some people need more control. It's fine. It's all good. It's okay. Whatever you choose, choose and enjoy. Press, and then slowly we're going to lower down. Very good. We're going to take our left knee and tuck it under our right butt cheek. Take our right knee, bend, and throw our right leg over. Now let's take a second to adjust and tighten up. Tighten up, tighten up. You're getting as close to yourself as possible. Good. Place both hands on your knee and press your knee in towards your chest. Deep breath in. Elbows out, knee press. Good. One more time. Fantastic. All right. Keep your right hand on your knee and lift your left arm up. Pull the belly in to make space for the pose. And then two options here. You can place your elbow over your knee, or you can wrap. Okay, so just find what works and be accepting of where your body is now. Keep pulling the knee in and create this relationship of how these both these body parts, the outside of the left arm and the outside of the right thigh, are creating this relationship that allows us to twist, right? So your right hand is behind your back. You can place it flat on the floor or be on your fingertips. Gaze over your right shoulder and lengthen through the spine. Fantastic. All right. We're coming back to center. We're going to use the right leg here. Take the right leg in both hands. Deep breath in, and then press. Press, press, press. Lift the heart. Good. Good. If your knee is bent, that's fine. We're more about the spine. We want to get the spine nice and long. Good. Press the foot out as much as you can. Fantastic. Keep your left hand on the foot and reach your right elbow back. Straighten your right elbow and then go with your eyes towards your thumb. Reach the crown of your head up. You're amazing. Expression, full expression. Fill your body. Bring the breath in. Good. And then we're going to come back to center. Good. We're going to fold the right foot over the left. Lean back. Ready for that V? V power. Victory. One more time. Let's do that one more time. Spread. Oh, good. Now we're going to reverse. Right knee down. Left foot over. Tight, tight, tight. So really scoot over. And by the way, if you come up on your left butt cheek, you can totally place a blanket here and that'll keep our hips level, which is what we want. Press, lift, release. Press, lift, release. Meaning release the shoulders, keep the knee tight. Now when we're all nice and tight, we keep the left hand to support. Raise the right arm up, reach through our fingertips. Fantastic, good. Fold. You have all these cool angles here. Twist. And when we twist and rotate the spine, we're really bringing, again, we're increasing the circulation of blood to the upper back, to the vertebrae, to the supporting muscles. And what this does is it just keeps our spine really healthy. Really, really healthy. Keeps us mobile. We're able to look behind us in the car. You know, when I drive with my kids, I have to look over my shoulder, so it's good for me to practice yoga. It's good to keep your eyes on the road too, but sometimes those circumstances. Nice job, everyone. Make a little basket with your hands. Collect your left foot in your hands. And then begin to press. Press your heart and press your foot. Press your heart up, press your foot out. The only thing I'm asking you to do here is to roll your shoulders back, and this will keep our shoulder joints happy. We want to keep our body happy while it expresses itself, because it'll express itself better. Just like you express yourself better when you're happy. And I guess it's also okay to express yourself when you're not happy, so then the world can know and they can, I don't know, be nice to you or offer you a chocolate bar. Expressing yourself. Everything is cool as long as it's done with respect for other people. Right hand, left foot. Good. Get there. Like you're pulling a bow and arrow and then twisting and reaching your left hand behind you, gazing, and then create that lift. Create that beauty with your body. This is a beautiful shape. Breathe, lift, and then bring yourself back to center. Very good. Pull the left knee in and then fold. Return to the short side of your mat. And we're going to tilt our pelvis forward. So come forward so that your sitting bones are rooting into the mat, but your hip points are facing forward. Good. Reach your hands to the floor. And after all that expression, it's time to give ourselves a little bit of a rest. Send your belly forward. And I would pause here. I would pause here before we go too deep to let the muscles get used to the fact that we're asking them to lengthen for us. And just take it slow. I like to forward fold in stages, because what that does for me, it allows me to appreciate the deepening of the pose. Good. Again, you can place your hips on a blanket, because if you do that, you might feel more ease in the hip creases. Good. And when you're ready, place your forehead on the floor or on a block. And here I would ask us to express our gratitude for every breath. How do we know that we're going to be breathing tomorrow? We don't. It's true, we just don't know. So today is the day to remember to appreciate. Very good. Slowly roll up. Good. And from here, send your feet out, straighten your legs ahead of you. Lift your arms up above your head. And another option here is to bend your knees and do the tabletop position like we did before. You can go back and see how we did it with our knees bent, pressing into our feet. Lift your heart here. Get ready to fully be happy and appreciate who you are in this moment. Point your toes forward. Lift your hips up. Press your heart up. Support yourself with your toning the hamstrings. Send your head back. Remember to lift your heart a little higher and then breathe in this beautiful shape. Press up. Open to the world. Slowly tuck your chin in. Lower your sitting points to the mat, and then we're going to lie on our back like a starfish. Send your right foot out. Send your left foot out. Roll down slowly and raise your arms over your head like a starfish. From here, take a moment to settle. Bring your attention to your fingertips and bring your attention to your toes. These final points of our physical body, the crown of our head. So we're feeling alive, we're feeling vitality in the extremities, in the places that are far away from the midline. Can you feel it? You feel those tingling sensations? Good. Now allow your body weight to drop a little deeper into the mat. Allowing your body weight to drop into the mat is the sweetness of yoga. After we create these beautiful shapes and breathe life into them, just to remember that we're loved and that we can just let go. And we don't need to express to be loved. We can just lie on our mat and enjoy our breath and feel totally comfortable to be. Close your eyes and stay in Shavasana for as long as you can allow yourself. An hour would be great, but then that would be a nap. Release your weight into the mat and soften your eyes. Feel the breath, fill your body, and let the awareness of breath take over your consciousness. You are breathing. Roll your toes in. bend your knees. This is when you're ready to come out. Bend your knees and then roll over onto your right side. Rolling over on your right side, allow yourself to take a moment. And again, this gratitude for life. It's so good to be alive. Press your left hand into the mat. Roll up and sit for the end of our practice. I bless us all that the practice of yoga brings deep healing and benefits to us, and ultimately all that we come in contact with are blessed by our yoga practice. Thank you for choosing to spend time with me today. If you enjoyed our session, please take a moment to like, share, and comment below. I would love to know what you'd like to work on during our next practice. I hope you had a great time expressing yourself, your character, your spirit. Thank you. Namaste.